Hello, my name is Henry Ernsberger, and I am currently one of the Americorps environmental educators working at Seversondells Nature Center. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the decline of our bumblebees. These adorable bugs are incredibly important to our ecosystem, but unfortunately their populations are declining across the board. Bumblebees are probably one of the most well-known pollinators. Pollinators allow plants to grow and reproduce, and if pollinator species are threatened, it makes it harder for plant species to thrive. This makes the decline of our bumblebee species especially concerning. In fact, of the 11 bumblebees native to Illinois, 5 are endangered, vulnerable, threatened, or worse. The first bee in the continental US to actually be added to the endangered species list is one of those 5 native bees, the rusty-patched bumblebee. Today it is considered critically endangered, meaning that it is very close to extinction. This bumblebee decline has multiple explanations, and is likely a combination of the causes I'm going to get into. Though they don't produce honey for us, like the European honeybee, many bumblebees are used commercially to pollinate a wide variety of crops. Because of this, bumblebees are kept in very dense colonies in order to maximize pollination. However, because they're in such dense conditions, it makes it very easy for diseases to spread through these colonies. In fact, there is a disease caused by a fungi, Nosema bombii, that is ravaging our bumblebee populations. It was originally introduced to bumblebees from European commercial pollinators. Our increasing use of and reliance on pesticides also has had devastating consequences for bumblebees. Neonicotinoids, a type of pesticide, interferes with bumblebee growth rates and queen production, which harms their populations as a whole. They can also more than halve colony sizes and interfere with bumblebee brain functioning, which undermines the ability of bumblebees to forage. In fact, because of the terrible impacts that neonicotinoids have on pollinators, the EU has banned the 3 most commonly used from outdoor use to protect their pollinators. Climate change also plays a role in bumblebee decline. Bumblebees are incredibly dependent on the precise timing of events in their environment, such as when the plants they depend on for food flower. Climate change changes the timing of these events, which negatively impacts these bees that have depended on precise timing of events to survive for millennia. Habitat loss is also a major contributor to bumblebee decline. Illinois alone was 80% prairie. However, years of intensive agriculture have completely devastated this number. Today, less than 1% of 1% of Illinois' prairies remain. However, not everything is awful. By watching this video, you're taking a first step to reversing these trends. You are learning about the plight of bumblebees, and I hope that you share this knowledge with the people around you, so we could all work together to engineer solutions for the future. You can convert parts of your yards and gardens to pollinator-friendly habitats. There will be instructions for how to do this in the description below. These pollinator-friendly habitats require very little upkeep, are beautiful, and are fantastic for our pollinators. The forest preserves of Winnebago County, in fact, are working tirelessly to create pollinator-friendly habitats for our pollinators, for our bumblebees, and for all types of critters. You could also become a bee spotter. Bee spotters are community scientists that count bees, and it doesn't take much to become one. If you could distinguish between black and yellow, if you could count to 6, if you have a camera, if you attend a training, and if you register with the Forest Preserves of Winnebago County, you too can become a bee spotter. The data you collect as a bee spotter is submitted to the University of Illinois, where scientists are working tirelessly to figure out solutions for this decline in bumblebees and pollinators as a whole. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned more about bumblebees and what you could do to protect them. So long, and keep learning. Have a good day.